Reverend Steve, keep it simple. We're going to be in Luke 21, verse 24. And we've been talking about this is directed towards the children of Israel at that time in 70 AD. And many Jews at the time left, many, not Jews, but Christians at the time, they knew what Jesus was talking about, and they left the city. And many were saved because of this, because Jesus warned them. And Jesus is warning us today. And I've been discussing that when we read this properly and understand it properly, that it is a long period of time instead of one lifetime that many of us get caught up in and say, okay, this has got to all happen in my lifetime. No, it is there. It is there, but it's also talking about what happened. So it's a mixture. And it's quite amazing. And if you look at, and the best way to look at that is also look at Jesus's prophecies about Jesus's birth. It's mixed in with regular, everyday prophecies of the time that the prophet was writing it. It's quite amazing. All of a sudden, it's interjected. A virgin shall conceive and give birth, and his name shall be Emmanuel. Out of nowhere. That's in the middle of a scripture. It's just out of nowhere. That's the same thing. You got to think about that when you read this, that this is being intertwined over a long, because there's no day to God. 1,000 years is a day, right? So let's get into this. And this is Luke 21, verse 24. And they will fall by the edge of the sword. Now this happened. And be led away captive into all nations. That happened. It's not going to happen again. I've heard teachers say this is going to happen to the Jews again. That Israel is going to be taken over again by the Gentiles and be spread all over the world again, just like this time. No, they're going to be attacked again by Gog when that war happens, but God's going to come down and defend them. Not this time. This time they are taken away and taken captive. Let's finish this up. And Jerusalem will be trampled by the Gentiles, who's been underfoot until 1948. The Gentiles have been in charge of Jerusalem since that time. So now, as we read, we're going to go back into Matthew. We're going to read back into that and understand that Jesus is talking about the fig tree. In the fig tree prophecy, when the fig is ripe and it's in the land, it's ready to be harvested. So that's a great teaching right there. So let's finish this up. And Jerusalem will be trampled by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. So what are we living in now? We're living in the end of the times of the Gentiles because the Jews are already back in the land. So we're very close to Jesus' return. Very close. But many, many things are happening. As you can see the world right now, we're heading into a tribulation. We're seeing things never seen before on the planet Earth in any shape or anything. I'm getting a little excited. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.